just a bit of housekeeping. Give an update on when the president will be coming back from Camp David. Is there a reason for his delay?
No update on when he's going to be returning. I think we had mentioned, and you probably saw his Twitter account this weekend, just laying out how on social media how the president was going to Camp David to focus on his speech for tomorrow night. I just don't have an update on his return, and I'm sure it'll be sometime this afternoon. It doesn't mean our work is done. As you all know, we still have more work to do, and we're going to keep at it. But unlike Republicans in Congress who simply pull the political stunts and try to get in the way, we've got an actual plan to address these very challenging issues. And as you see, as I just laid out, our plan is indeed working.
A number of surveys, including from the AP over the weekend, showed that the majority of Democrats don't want the president to seek reelection. They're looking for a new generation, concerns about his age. Without getting into whether or not the president will announce, does the president believe that he has to address those concerns from his own constituents?
So as you just laid out, I'm going to be very careful, covered by the Hatch Act. The president has been very clear. He intends to run. And, I think the way that we should look at this is what we saw from the midterms. I'm not going to get into what the president should respond to. I think, the president always says this, watch him and see what he does. And I think he has a record over the last 2 years that shows that he has delivered. And that's the numbers that we're going to pay attention to.
I think you made the assertion that the reason that there wasn't a red wave, or the reason that the elections and the midterms were more successful than many people thought they would be for Democrats was because of the president. That's a fair...
Yeah, and we've said that before. It's nothing new. We think the president played a very big role in laying out the message for Democrats.
I wonder how, in light of the following poll, you can make that assertion. This is a recent NBC poll. Is Biden honest and trustworthy? 34% yes, 48% no. Ability to handle a crisis, 32% yes, 49% no. Competent and effective, 31% yes, 49% no. Has the necessary mental and physical health to be president, 28% yes, 54% no. Uniting the country, 23% yes, 50% no. I mean, given that poll, which is not just a single poll, it's been versions of that have been repeated in poll after poll, survey after survey since the midterm elections and before. And I think one of my colleagues referenced a recent poll that said 60-something%. More Democrats don't want President Biden to be their nominee than Republicans don't want President Trump to be their nominee. So given all of that, why are you so convinced that it was President Biden that caused the Democratic success in the midterms and not that the Democrats had success in spite of the president?
Well, I'll say this, because if you look at what candidates, senators, and congressional members ran on, it was the successes that the president had. If you hear the message that was coming out of Democrats during the midterms, it was what we were able to deliver. So yes, so that's what they used, right? They used exactly what the president was able to do.
And I guess, does it suggest then that maybe the Democrats who were talking about the president's agenda have been more successful at talking about the president's agenda than the president himself has been? And does that make it all the more important tomorrow and whenever the president rolls out his re-election campaign, if he does, but does it make it that much more important for the president to somehow find a way to communicate as effectively as I guess some of these other Democrats were? Because obviously, however he's communicating now isn't translating.
So I'll say this: we understand, and it is true that the American people are feeling inflation. They're going to have some feelings about the economy right now. And so that is something that the president has always acknowledged and has said there's always more work to do. There's no easy answer there. I get where you're getting to, but this is an incredibly complicated time. What the president's going to focus on